Hello, today I'm going to be recording the collection 5, Literary Focus, What are the Elements of Nonfiction? This is for class 75 and you will find it in the online textbook on 486 to page 487. Which type of story is easier to write, fiction or nonfiction? Some might think the answer is nonfiction, which deals with real people, events, and places. After all, so much of the information is already at the author's fingertips. Yet there's more to a nonfiction story than simply telling the facts. Authors can choose which will be the most successful way to present their subject. Should the account be objective or subjective, positive or negative, biased or unbiased? Think about how nonfiction authors make what could be an ordinary telling of a subject's life extraordinary. And we have this chart here of nonfiction, and these are different types of nonfiction. Some types of nonfiction. Autobiography. An autobiography is a story in which the author writes about his or her own life. Autobiographies are usually written from the first person point of view, using personal pronouns like I and me. Barrio Boy tells the story of Ernesto Galarzo's life in California after Ernesto has left his native Mexico. Miss Ryan took me to a seat at the front of the room into which I shrank from Barrio Boy. Biography. Biographies are among the most popular types of nonfiction. A biography is a story in which the author writes about another person's life. Elizabeth I is Melzer's biography of the remarkable Queen of England who ruled in the 16th century. She was a strong-willed girl who liked to give orders. She loved to be out on horseback and rode so fast it frightened the men assigned to protect her. From Elizabeth I. Essay. An essay is a short piece of nonfiction that examines a single subject or limited topic. An essay might be about something simple like walking a dog, or complex like freedom or justice. This collection features several personal essays. You will read about aspects of a writer's life, such as how Julia Alvarez was influenced by her name. At school, I was Judy or Judith, and once an English teacher mistook me for Juliet from Names Nombres. In this collection, you'll read an autobiography, a biography, and several essays. Some elements of nonfiction. Perspective. The way a writer looks at a subject is called perspective. It is also referred to as viewpoint, stance, or point of view. A writer's perspective may be positive or negative, biased or unbiased. Interpreting a writer's perspective can help you understand and evaluate what you are reading. In this biography of Elizabeth I, Meltzer often shows his perspective of the Queen, as in this example. England had experienced one of its greatest periods in its long history. Under Elizabeth's leadership, England had become united as a nation. Its industry and commerce, its arts and sciences had flourished, and it was ranked among the great powers of Europe from Elizabeth I. Subjective and objective. Writing much of nonfiction is impersonal or objective. Objective writing sticks to the facts. It does not reveal the writer's feelings, beliefs, or point of view about the subject. Objective writing emphasizes the content, not the writer. On the other hand, nonfiction may be very personal, as it is in journals, diaries, and personal essays. Nonfiction that reveals and emphasizes feelings and opinions is called subjective writing. Most of the nonfiction in this collection is a mix of subjective and objective writing. Term. Objective writing. The definition. The writer sticks to facts and presents information that is supported by evidence. Here's an example. Elizabeth was the daughter of King Henry VIII and his second wife, Anne Boleyn. At the age of 2, she lost her mother when Henry had Anne's head chopped off. From Elizabeth I by Milton Meltzer. Subjective writing. The writer freely expresses personal feelings, thoughts, opinions, and judgments. I had to question myself whether or not it was important to be the kind of leader and person my father believed I was inside. I knew in my heart that he was right. From A Good Reason to Look Up by Shaquille O'Neal. Your turn. Analyzing nonfiction. Explain the difference between an autobiography and a personal essay. 2. Is a personal essay more likely to be an example of subjective or objective writing? Why? 3. What type of writing are you most likely to find in a biography? And the literary skills that we are focusing on, we want to analyze forms of prose, and prose is anything except poetry, autobiography, biography, the essay, and we also want to analyze author's perspective, and then analyze the subjective and objective points of view. Okay, so remember to write to this chart. Objective sticks to the facts, subjective expressing feelings and opinions. Okay, thanks for listening. Next, you are going to complete the Class 75 assignment, which is to complete the literary focus. Thank you.